What's up, my pilots? Angry Poncho here, and we're playing Peggle. Another winning entry from the Pop Cap Games development studio. Oh my god, okay. Hit all the orange pegs to win. So if someone never played Peggle as a kid, yeah, they did this. That's the tutorial. Hit all the orange pegs to win, and you have a limited number of shots. You can use the arrow keys to make micro adjustments, or you can use the mouse. And this game is very chaotic, very random, but if you're a skilled Peggle player, you can actually do really well, and I am not. I am mediocre at best, but the game is a lot of fun. It's easy to talk over, so. And it's so satisfying when you get the chaos works in your favor, and like you get the bounce just right, and you just hit like a million pegs in one shot and feel like a champ, you know? Oh, we got a fucking... we had a tutorial pop up and I clicked so quick I went right through it. I think these early levels are... wow, almost free. If the ball lands in this bucket down here, you get another ball for free. When you hit the last thing, you get the fever cam. Extreme fever. Holy shit. Wow, now that's something. Okay. Yeah, bricks are the same way. They're just shaped slightly differently. Oh, I done fucked it up. I was trying to slide on down that line and get all them bricks. Oh. But it never happens the way you want it to, except when it does. You'll notice that the points that the pegs are worth becomes more as fewer and fewer of them remain in the level. The pure chaos of this game is so funny to me. This is another one of those that where you'd want to play it during school because it was so infinitely better than any of your schoolwork. Like, more than your schoolwork could ever, like, dream to be. Even Oregon Trail or other, like, educating games just have nothing on Peggle or any other game that's intended to be entertaining rather than edutaining. Oh, did you see that? So close. I might just fucking airball here. Nice. So you get that plus 5,000 points if your shot hits one peg and then goes straight into the free ball slot. Extreme fever. Oh, where's it gonna go? Where's it? Oh. Yeah, and the pegs all become worth a whole bunch of points after the fever starts. And now we have the green pegs. So for this first character, Bjorn, the unicorn, the green pegs unlock his power, which is a super guide, which is basically a long line that shows you where... yeah. Oh, you can find him with the mouse wheel too? I mean, I can put my other hand in my lap. I don't even need to have my hand on the arrow keys. Sweet. Yeah, so it's pretty good. I mean, it's clearly the worst power, but it's also the first one you get, so I mean, what are you gonna do, right? Et voilà. C'est magnifique. Well, that was delightful. Those triple at the very beginning. That's what I signed up for, Jimmy. This is the oddly satisfying content that I've been craving. I wonder if you could even describe what PopCap, like this period of PopCap games almost feels like the Disney Renaissance or something. It's rare for a game studio to have two really successful and good games like this close together. I don't know exactly when Peggle came out, but I feel like it was around the same time as Plants vs. Zombies. Neither of those styles were from my doing. It was entirely luck. This is something that you will discover about me throughout this playthrough. I'm an incredibly mediocre Peggle player, but I quite enjoy it. Oh, and the purple peg is worth a lot of fucking points. And if you can get it, if you can get enough points, I think it's 25,000 it just said, you get a free ball, so you get an additional shot. Which, honestly, it's rare for it to come down to I ran out of shots. It's just, I mean, for these early levels, there aren't that many orange pegs. So it doesn't really take that long to clear them all. The extra balls don't generally come into play. I guess they're worth points at the end, but again, for these levels it doesn't matter because we're not even really like playing for points. We're just playing to beat the level, and all we have to do to clear the level is get the orange pegs. So. Ooh, a little slide there at the end. Oh, so satisfying. Let's see if we can use our super guide to its fullest extent. Very nice. Yesterday, Megan and I watched The Exorcist. It's the first time I've ever seen it. Wow, that was really... I just got straight up debated. The Exorcist was fucking disappointing. Seriously. That movie could only have been made in the 70s because, wow. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes long. In the first 25 minutes, nothing fucking happens. So much time in that movie, it's just nothing. Like, I get that we have to establish, like, oh, okay, like, Reagan was a good kid before all this. She wasn't always possessed, you know? But, I don't know, given the fact that the movie is called The Exorcist, like, we know there's going to be an exorcism, so the fact that the actual exorcism is only, like, the last 20 minutes of the movie, from a pacing perspective, geez, there were so many scenes with doctors just like, oh, well, she's got a lesion in her brain, so let's do a scan and find it. And that didn't work, so we'll just do it again. And it's basically the exact same scene again. It's like, we already did this. I know medically this makes sense. They would double check. They would, like, do a different scan if the first one was negative, but her symptoms said she had a lesion. Like, I get it. The movie doesn't have to be medically accurate. It's about an exorcism. Just fucking get to the Exorcist part. Like, come on. Can I get... Nah, that's in the way. Oh. And beyond that, it failed to be a horror film. And everybody talks about it like it was the scariest movie they'd ever seen. A movie back in 73, sure. But boy, people's standards were really fucking low back then. Like, this was back before there was anything good on TV. So start from there. And then look at, like, other movies that came out. It's like, unless you wanted to see a Hitchcock film, I don't know if there were good movies before the 70s. Like, I can't think of any. I guess, like, there's, like, classic Disney animation and stuff. Holy shit, it's a triple play! Yeah, this guy's power is to make extra balls appear, which sucks, because they usually just... Like, I would have gotten more than that if I did 3 individual shots. The fact that they're on the screen at the same time does very little. It might help you get more points, I guess, but whatever. It's like, I guess when you've got literally nothing else to compare it to, a movie where a 12-year-old says your mom sucks cocks in hell and then spits pea soup on everyone is the scariest thing you've ever seen. But, I mean, these days I kind of categorize horror films into two groups. Atmospheric and, like, psychological horror. And, like, I guess you would call it jump scare horror. There's movies where you're afraid because of the situation, or because, like, the characters are in a position that's, like, terrifying to imagine. But just putting no effort into these. Or a movie where the concept itself is terrifying, and most of what you're thinking about during the movie is what you would do. The Saw movies are a good example of this, at least the early ones, because it's like it's such a fiction, but you always have to think after you come out of the theater, like, oh, if I was in this trap, you know, I would just do this and that, and I would foil it. And it's like, oh, what would you do? Or it's like, oh, there's no way, you know, I wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. And then you have the psychological horror movies that are more based around not knowing what's real, or maybe just the atmosphere that the movie creates is creepy enough that you have a sense of unease as you watch it. So those are like the ones I prefer to watch. And then the other category, obviously, the jump scare ones. It's like, fucking rock on, dude. Oh god, multi-ball, all the way, bro. I can't even name any jump scare horror movies off the top of my head, because I just don't watch those. It's stuff like the kind of schlock that always comes out near Halloween. Oh, yeah. If you just completely airball, you get a chance to get redeemed by getting a free shot. But basically, movies where like nothing really scary happens except someone runs straight at the camera and the music goes ee, and it's like, oh, you startled me. Oh, I was startled by that. What? How did it jump over this peg? Bullshit. The Exorcist was neither of those two. It didn't create a scary atmosphere because the demon never did anything threatening. It literally, the nastiest thing it did was throw up on people and tell them their mother sucks cocks in hell. Like, it never... And the funny thing is, one of the plot points in the film, spoilers for a 50-year-old movie, is that the demon killed somebody by throwing him out a window. And that's sort of revealed in the middle act of the film while we're building up to the exorcism. But we don't get to see it. Like, it would have been a terrifying scene to have, you know, someone who goes up there and he says something and the demon says something back and blah, 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 and he gets his head twisted around and thrown out a window. Like, that's a horror movie. Why wasn't that in the movie? And it was never a mystery. Like, we were never wondering what happened. It became clear, like, a minute after they introduced the plot line, oh, the demon threw him out the window. Okay, we get it. But then, the only stuff we ever see on screen is, like, it opened a drawer. The demon opened a drawer. And then when the priest was like, nice trick, do it again, the demon's like, I don't feel like it. It just says no. What do you mean, in due time? I want to see it again. This is a movie. Hi, Theo. If you step on the key on that corner right there, it's going to stop the recording. So I'm going to need you to just go on down to the floor there, buddy. There we go. Yeah, I have a pause break as my start-end recording hotkey. Holy shit, extreme tubular, bruh! Bruh, tubular. Orange attack, bro. Free balls. I'm free balling right now. Yeah, so it failed as a psychological horror film because the demon never was seemed threatening. So when a character that we cared about went into the room with the demon, it wasn't like, oh no, they're risking so much. Why are they going in there? It's too dangerous. It's like, oh no, it's tied to the bed, and the demon's not strong enough to break out of that, I guess. So it'll just lay there and say nasty things. Maybe it'll throw up again. Like literally, the demon kills one guy by throwing him out a window, and we don't see it. And then the demon kills another guy who, I don't know, has a heart condition or something. We see him like with shaking hands, and he takes a little pill twice in the movie, and it's never like really said what's wrong with him, like if he has some condition or what it is. So we're just kind of left to understand, okay, he has some kind of vague health issue, and as a result of that, he has a heart attack and dies. It's like, that's like the least scary thing the demon could do. Like grow her fingernails into claws and slash someone's throat, you know? Kill one of the several fucking servants that this house has, which also, holy shit. They literally referred to as servants in the movie. It's like, the help is fucking servants. What? It's. I have so many complaints. I have so many complaints. So it fails as a psychological horror movie. It fails as a Oh, I'm about to fucking blow this. This isn't even close. It fails as a jump scare horror movie because it doesn't have any. It's just bad. Like, to give an example of a better psychological horror film, you have It Follows, which I also watched recently for the first time. I think that came out in, I want to say 2014. And that was great. Megan and I watched that one together, and although I wouldn't really say I was scared during it, it definitely was creepy. It had the aspect of psychological horror movies that I like, where you wonder what you would do if you were in that unimaginable, like, horrifying situation. It's like, oh, there's spoilers for an 8-year-old movie. There's a sexually transmitted curse going around. Like, would you give it to somebody else? And then the other questions of like, oh, there's a monster, but it's like a Romero zombie speed monster. So how would you escape it? You know, if it's only ever walking towards you, how far away could you get? Like, what would you do? Like, oh, maybe if we like cross an ocean, it doesn't swim very well, or it walks across the bottom like Pirates of the Caribbean style. So you get to answer all those questions. And then the biggest question, which is kind of left unanswered, is why did that kid from Atypical just get absolutely friend-zoned that entire movie? Holy shit. I felt so bad for him. So bad for him. There's some randomness associated with these, but I think on the campaign levels, some stuff is fixed. Like, I think the green pegs are always in the same places. In later levels, that gets randomized. Once you're doing like the challenge modes and such. Multi-ball, bro. Yeah, I think that multi-ball accomplished literally nothing. I don't think it got me a single extra peg. So yeah, but It Follows establishes what's going on, and it has a freaky initial scene. The characters do things that make sense, even if what's happening to them doesn't make sense. Like, one of my favorite scenes is early in the movie, the main protagonist, I think she's like an 18-year-old college student, I guess. I don't know if she's going to college. Anyway, she goes out on a date with this weirdo, and he's acting really strange, and he sees somebody that she doesn't see, you know, blah, blah, blah. They go on another date, and they end up hooking up. And then after they hook up, he comes up behind her and chloroforms her. And you're just thinking to yourself, what the fuck? Is he a serial killer? Like, is that what the movie is about? He's just gonna kill her? Because weird, you know, that there's like a ritual associated with this, because he's gonna drug her after they had sex? And so you're just left wondering, what the fuck? And he uses it as a way to explain like the plot of the movie, basically, to us and to the characters. I swear it's like there's a magnet for these lower numbers. But then in the movie, the characters respond very reasonably and basically say, hey, this guy, this fucking creep that I thought was cool fucking chloroformed me on our date and then disappeared. And like the house that he was living in is an abandoned house, and then like the address was fake, and what the fuck? They call the cops. It's like so many movies would just be like, no, we can't call the cops. They wouldn't believe us. It's like, I don't know, file a police report at least. Shit. The cops are fucking useless, but having it on paper is good for you if it ever manages to go to court. Ooh, extra chaos. I like the pyramid power up because just the number of free balls you get goes way up because it spends so much more time bouncing around down there. Look at that. Exactly what I meant. Hello, Theodore. You're sitting on the other keyboard. That's very smart. You're like a little businessman. Whoa. Very nice. The other thing in that movie, so besides it having the what would you do in this situation aspect of horror movies, is it also has the creepy atmosphere. So the shtick with It Follows is there's a monster after you, but its approach is very non-aggressive. It literally just walks towards you menacingly. You know, wee-oo, menacingly. But what makes it interesting is that you don't ever know. It can look like anybody, so you don't know who it is, right? Which adds this atmosphere of the directors or the cinematographer or whoever can just put in extras that are walking towards the camera. And as long as it's someone we don't recognize walking towards the camera, our immediate assumption is, oh my god, that's the monster. That's it, right? It's walking towards the camera right now. Oh my god, they don't even see it. And it's like, I'm not even sure if they intended all of the ones that they had in to be the monster, or if some of them were intended to be red herrings. But there's at least a few occasions where there's people just in the background walking straight toward the camera. And because of the way the movie is put together, you just have to wonder, like, oh, is that the monster, or is that just some like background extra that's not supposed to be part of the movie? So you get this creepy atmosphere where the whole time the characters and you are looking over their shoulders, like to watch and see what might be coming up behind them. And that kind of atmosphere is so creepy and so effective. And in The Exorcist, I never felt anything like that. Like the character, from a very early point in the film, Regan is just tied to the bed or drugged by doctors. And so she just kind of stays in her room. The whole exorcism and possession pretty much takes place in a 12-year-old's bedroom, which might be the least scary setting I could think of. And so it's like, well, if the demon like went around the house, maybe like surprised, like showed up in the kitchen and like the mom, screamed, we get like a Scream Queen moment. Or if it showed up in like the creepy basement that they established earlier where the Ouija board was. Or if that Ouija board that they set up had actually paid off and they had like used it to communicate with Regan, that would have been cool. I thought they were going to do that. So early in the film, they established that there's a Ouija board in the house and that Regan uses it to talk to a ghost or something that she has. I forget, she has some goofy name like Mr. Rowdy Pants. And then the fucking Ouija board moves on its own. Is it Ouija or Ouija? Help, Quidja. But they never use that. It's just used for one scene where the planchette moves on its own. And an entire generation of teenage girls were scared of Ouija boards. It's just like, I don't know, man. The more I watch of old media, the lower my opinion gets of the people who have been talking about it my whole life like it's something amazing. It's frustrating when you've heard your whole Theo, you're really sharp, dude. Why are you doing this to me? He went straight for the fucking femoral artery. In any case, it's like everyone says like, oh, The Exorcist. It was like the scariest movie ever. Not even close. I wouldn't even describe it as scary. It wasn't even creepy. It felt so hard. So now I have to like wonder, all these people that told me, oh, it's the scariest movie ever, what other terrible opinions do they have? Oh, I'm sorry, Theo, my microphone booms in the way of getting into your window. You're just gonna have to use your cat walnut brain and calculate a new path, buddy. Go around the other side. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna move my mic out of the way for the... Okay, Theo is now in his happy place, which is on my windowsill between the curtain and the glass. He's made it into like a hammock in there. I had to move my microphone out of the way because it is occupying the space in between two of my monitors, which is the little path that he usually walks on to get back there. So my desk backs up right to the window. I'm planning to watch John Carpenter's The Thing next, because that's another movie that I've heard about where it's like the psychological horror of it, the special effects of it are really well known and frequently lauded. So I'm really hoping that The Thing holds up to a modern viewer's critical eye better than The Exorcist did. And the thing is, I've watched other old films that were described, as like, oh, it was, it changed cinema, or it was, the best whatever type movie that we'd ever seen, things like that. And some of them have been good. Like, I've liked every Hitchcock movie I've watched. You talk about directors that have hype. Holy cow. I think Hitchcock might be second only to like... Oh! How embarrassing. Second only to like Christopher Nolan or something in terms of directors that people talk about in a positive way. Alright, I guess we're gonna have to get creative. A failure. Whoa, I suddenly have a strong desire to listen to Anka Zone. I'm gonna have to end this video early. I'm curious, leave me a comment, what films have you heard about that are like the best of whatever? Oh, that's another one I want to watch, is another Hitchcock film, Psycho. I've already seen Rear Window, and I quite liked it. It was it was a fun watch. It's Jimmy Stewart, I believe, in that one. I quite liked Jimmy Stewart with his weird transatlantic accent. What a strange artifact at the time. That movie stars spoke in an accent that didn't exist in the world and no one else used. It's just the Hollywood accent. I don't know. Yeah, Rear Window was great. I also watched Rope. Rope I quite enjoyed as well. Rope had that aspect of... I wouldn't call it psychological horror. It's more of a thriller. But Rope succeeds by having the audience know important information that the characters don't know. And not in the horror film way of, don't go into the basement, the monster's gonna fucking kill you, because obviously. But in a more like we've seen something, we know something that you don't have, that you don't know. Again, spoilers for an 80-year-old movie. If you haven't seen Rope, the premise is two, I think they're like college-age guys, commit a murder. They kill a friend of theirs, and I don't remember exactly why. I think that it's couched in some ridiculous philosophical idea of like understanding human life or like the value of they have terrible reasons for it. But the point is, they didn't kill him out of vengeance or revenge or because they were jealous of him or whatever it is. They just killed him because they wanted to feel what it felt like to kill someone, I guess. And they store his body in a large, it's like a center table, like a coffee table with storage underneath. And it's this big table. And then they have a dinner party with a bunch of their friends, their professor, and his parents. Just like all people who knew the victim. And then the tension from the movie is created by the fact that both of the killers are there. The body is in the room, and only the audience is aware of this. None of the other characters know that he's there. And there's several points in the film where people come close to opening it. They have like again, another weird example of fucking servants in old movies. They have like a maid that cleans their apartment, which they're fucking college students. Is so bizarre to me. But and she goes and like changes the she wants to make the table. So, instead of eating dinner in the dining room, they insist that they eat on the table where the guy is stored. Just to like increase the fear factor for them, I guess. There's like an adrenaline rush associated with it. And so the whole movie, you're just wondering, oh my god, when are they going to discover this guy? Like, what is going to happen? Is this going to be like a Telltale Heart thing where they're driven crazy by the crime they've committed? Or is this going to be, just a series of missed opportunities, and the movie ends with no one ever discovering the body, and it's just left unsolved? I won't tell you what happens in case you ever actually want to watch it. And I do recommend it. It's quite good. Better than The Exorcist. Oh, come on. Get over to the corner. No. I don't know how I'm going to get that guy. I'll just clear some room. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, I think with perfect timing you could actually get that. Let me aim a little lower. No, it's a little early. Oh, well, that works too. And that movie's from like 50-something, maybe early 60s. Rear Window, I know, is from like 54, I think. Fever. Yeah, so I was very disappointed by The Exorcist. I really hope when I go to watch Psycho, it lives up to the hype. I think it will. So far, I've not seen a Hitchcock film that wasn't interesting. Pyramid Peggle. I'm going to try and kind of jam the ball in between these two, see if I can get both of them. Yeah. What? Oh, you don't know that song? It's on Spotify. It's Walk Like an Egyptian by the Bangles. I was so mad when I found out that Anka is not one of the villagers that you can start your island with. I was ready to reset my Switch 50 times until I got her as a random villager to start. And then I found out that they only give you jocks or some shit. So she's got the wrong personality type because she's bitchy. I don't know what they call it, but that's what it is. Greetings, Peggle Knot. Peggle Knot. Was it International Women's Day? Yeah, so these get the fucking explosion power, which just hits a bunch of the pegs nearby. Nothing too wild. I was hoping that would fall down here, but a free ball works too. The worst possible bounce. Oh, acceptable bounce. Oh my goodness. I'm doing so poorly. The shape of these levels definitely gives you a variety of weird conditions to try and meet in terms of where you want to put the ball. It jumped over the green peg. Bullshit. Oh, you know what? The Wizard of Oz. That's a really good old movie. That movie came out in 1931? Hey Google, what year did The Wizard of Oz come out? Hey Alexa, what year did The Wizard of Oz come out? Hey Siri, what year did The Wizard of Oz come out? Okay, and now at least one of you has gotten the answer from a digital assistant, so leave it in a comment for me. Thanks. I think The Wizard of Oz still qualifies as a good movie. It has some I don't know, what would you call it? It has some old-fashioned camp and some charm. And some scenes that are just so goddamn funny. Like when the Scarecrow just has a fucking gun. Like, they're storming the witch's castle, and the Scarecrow's just got a fucking revolver. Like, what? Who gave the Scarecrow a gun? He's literally known for not having a fucking brain. Who gave the Scarecrow a gun? But then, you know, you get all the great, I wouldn't even call it special effects. It was just like movie making technology of the day. Like the Technicolor transition from the sepia toned Kansas to the highly colorful Oz. The exploitation of little people, which I don't know if that was the beginning of, but it was certainly part of a long-standing Hollywood tradition of exploiting little people. See reference Willy Wonka. There's another good movie from the 70s. Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. That's a really good one. I recently... And that's another movie where it's old comedy, but unlike Blazing Saddles... Weird that they're both Gene Wilder films, but unlike Blazing Saddles, man, Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, the jokes in that movie still hold up. They're still funny too. It's like, and what I mean is, it's not even in the sense of like, I get it. It's like you'll actually laugh. Like it's actually funny. What's especially funny to me is that the kids that all have their different problems, all of those problem children still exist today too, so the movie's still surprisingly relevant. You just have to replace iPhone with the kid who's addicted to TV. His name's Mike TV. There is... I'm still working on building my own coin pusher. It's relevant, I swear. And recently we had an arcade day where I took a Tuesday afternoon off, and we went to a main event, Megan and I with some friends of ours, and just had like, I don't even know what you would call it. Just fun? Yeah, it was, is that it? Is that the word? Yeah, fun. We just went to the arcade during the day on a Tuesday when all the kids are at school. So it was just like private arcade. I think there might have been like 2 other people there. And so I got my choice of where I wanted to sit at the Wizard of Oz coin pusher. And then also the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory coin pusher. And I would like to let you all know I am now the proud owner of every card from the Willy Wonka coin pusher. And I can thank Megan for having the insanely good luck of dropping a golden ticket out of the machine on her second coin, which was honestly just unbelievable. It was so lucky. I didn't see another golden ticket the rest of the day while I collected the other 9 cards. So it was you know, it pays to be married, kids. Honestly, when that golden ticket fell out, it was I had exactly the response I think that the game designers were looking for, which was nearly unadulterated joy. Because I was like, oh wait, how rare is this? And I looked down and I was like, oh my god, I think that's like rolling a nat 20 on your first try. It's like you absolutely nailed it, and it was so perfect. Oh, come on now. Get that last one in there. Ugh. All right, we'll take our time here. So I could turn in all 10 of those cards for 2,000 tickets and get some probably overpriced prize, or I could just keep them, which is what I'm doing. So I have a little card folder. It's intended to be used for magic cards. It's currently full of coin pusher cards. It's just so satisfying to me. Like, anything where you can collect all of them, it's like, yes, yes, I need them. I need all of them. Unfortunately, my Wizard of Oz collecting has not gone quite as well. I currently only have Toto. But it was I had a great time, and coin pushers, for whatever reason, are just they're so satisfying. Just the mechanism of it, the fact that it's all, well, almost all physical stuff happening. It's not like a virtual slot machine where it's like, oh, this is just a crappy like Java program showing me different images. Like, this isn't fun or unique. But the fact that it's real coins, well, tokens, falling, and there's like physics involved, it doesn't really change the way that you play it, but it makes it feel more genuine, more fun. Nice. Let's see if I can... I don't think I can hook underneath. Oh, well, that works. Nice. It's just something about the fact that it's like there's physics involved. It's just so satisfying. And then when the coins fall and you get that clunk, 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 clunk noise, it's satisfying. And then watching the mechanism go back and forth, so much fun. Something about it, it's mesmerizing, satisfying. It just scratches that itch. So I'm trying to make my own. This power-up is pinball machine flippers. And they give you a level here at the very beginning that seems almost designed to convince you that the flippers are a good power-up. Because this level, you can keep the ball in play for a long time. It snuck right past me. I don't think I could reach that one. I'm going to claim that was not a skill issue. Nice. Trying to flick it to the bottom row. Oh, come on. All right. There we go. Get that last orange one. Come on, come on. Yeah. Oh, go back up there. Motherfucker. Let's go. Let's fucking go. It's Peggle. I get so excited. This is going to be the longest video I've ever made. I'm just going to be doing this for the rest of my life. Hey, got another one. Worth it. Get up there, you. Yeah, go to the other side. Look at this. We're gonna set a new fucking high score. This is a world record incoming right here. Oh. I immediately fail. That was a good. That's good. I mean, there are challenge levels where you have to get a really high score, and that would have been a decent one. I literally didn't see this peg. I was just trying to shoot down here. Can you get out to the center again for me? Alright, the flippers are gone. This is bullshit. Yeah, so I'm planning on making a video of the coin pusher once it's done. I'm at the point now where I'm becoming convinced that my first attempt at this coin pusher is going to end up being like a prototype because it's surprisingly fiddly, and I'm not convinced that my first... Really? Come on. Get down there. I'm not convinced that my first attempt will actually result in a workable coin pusher. But we'll see. If it all works out, I'll be the proud owner of a remarkably satisfying physics machine. And it's certainly more feasible for me to build a coin pusher than to build a pinball machine. Holy cow. Those things require like precise machine calibrations and being exactly level, and like the coin pusher needs to be pretty level, but like the amount that you could do with a level from the hardware store, not the amount where you need like a laser grid to ensure that the machine is on flat ground and, you know, blah blah blah. Could have handled that a little better. Soccer blue, the fish! Fuck you, fish! I still hit the peg I was aiming for. Ha ha! You fucker! Chaos. Wow. Alright. And he's taking my ball over there. Very nice. Exactly as planned. All intended. Oh, this level looks fun. Flip out, bro! Bro, we're about to flip out! Bro, I'm gonna fucking flip my shit, man! It's game over, bro! I can only flip so hard! Man, that satisfying sound. I forget what the term is for a series of notes that seems like it goes up forever. But it's the same thing they did with the staircase in Mario 64. I'm gonna have a hard time getting back to that one. It's an illusion. The notes don't actually go up forever. They're playing in a sequence that gives you the perception of them continually increasing. Yeah, lucky bounce, all right. Now the level's getting very sparse. This makes it a lot harder to take advantage of the pegs, or the flippers, rather. Huh. Nice. Nice. Oh! Nice, not nice. Shit. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go, here we go. So, yeah, leave me a comment below. I gave you a lot of things to think about in this episode. I hope that your brain has been stimulated. Maybe I should do ASMR. That's engaging content, right? Everybody likes weird whispering and scratchy noises. Is ASMR just when a chill runs down your spine because something like stimulating has occurred, like in your brain is like tickled? 'Cause I've definitely gotten chills from like listening to music. It's usually music, Sometimes movies, sometimes, you know, other content, but usually music. It's the kind of thing where it's like, oh man, that sent a chill down my spine. It's like, oh. Is that what ASMR is? Is that chill the what is it? Autonomous meridian sensory response? Is that it? I think that's it. Something like that, at least. No! We're doomed. No amount of chaos can save us now. Oh, some amount of chaos could save us now. When the bottom fallout on that is going to make it a lot harder to... Yeah. Womp womp. I think we have to start by going in here. Oh, what a pile of bullshit. Nice. Damn it. I can only flip her so hard. No! I was trying to get that orange one on the edge. Yeah. Get fucking up there. This game is pure chaos. I mean, there's some skill, but the chaos. The chaos is strong. I don't know if I've had a game with this much chaos since Untitled Goose Game. Now, of course, that was all emergent experience chaos. This is straight up physics simulator chaos. Flipper Maniac! I don't know why they're called... I mean, they're called flippers because it's a pinball thing, but these are crab claws. They're not flippers. How did all that Flipper Maniac stuff not get me an extra ball? What the hell, dude? Oh, you little shit. Yeah, I want an instant replay. Show me my fuck up again. Slide! Oh. Hey! Alright. Recently got a VR headset. Megan and I are now the proud owners of a Meta Quest 2. Spent about an hour today trying to get some of my Steam games to work with it. Some of them seem to work straight away, and other ones, they were fighting with me. There's this one game I've been wanting to play that I wasn't able to get working. I was reading online, other people have had the same problems. It came out like 5 years ago, so there's probably not going to be like another patch or anything. So at this point, it's like, well, you can figure it out, I guess. But seriously, ugh, that was terrible. I gotta wrap. Come on, I gotta beat this level. I gotta wrap this up so I can go watch Onkazone. Ugh, ludicrous. What if I had a sudden insane streak of free ball skills? I don't know if this level really is well suited to the flippers, because once the ball gets stuck down here, the flippers don't do a whole lot. I swear they wait to disappear so that it misses the free ball bucket. Well, that was a delightful combo. I was not expecting that ricochet. Okay. Oh! Chaos has failed me. Oh! Chaos has saved me! Can't believe I ever doubted you, Chaos. Of course, we're still gonna lose this level, but still, should never have doubted Chaos. Damn. Oh, wait, it's possible. It's possible! It could happen! Oh. It didn't happen, but I got 2 more free balls, so we can probably... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Man. I don't remember this level being difficult on other playthroughs, but maybe my chaos energy is off today. Yeah, there we go. Get down the middle again. Knock them all over. Oh, that was terrible. It didn't roll at all. Oh, Theo, you're coming out. How come you can come out on that side, but you refuse to go in on that side? Well, you're back. Are you hunting a fly, buddy? You seem very interested right now in the corner of the ceiling. Theo, Theo, don't go up there, buddy. What are you doing? Did you see a greeble? Greebles are creatures that live in the border ethereal, which the cats can see into for about 10 feet. So when they're staring into a corner looking at, air quotes, nothing, they're not looking at nothing. You just can't see what they're seeing. I think he's going a little stir-crazy because my door's been shut, so he's been stuck in this room. So he's been stuck in this room with me for this whole episode. Normally he has free reign of the house. Right now he's climbing all over my computer. Like getting tangled in the wires and shit. Like he's fine. Oh, he just shook my monitor. You good, buddy? Oh, I know what it is. He saw a cat outside. That's why he's acting like this. Yes! I've got a fever. The only prescription is getting peggled. What? Oh my god, there's another crab level. Dude. Alright, I'll take it. Boy, we're really just going straight to the corners on this one, aren't we? The record for number of ricochets off one wall goes to. Clippers would have been really good on those last few shots. Now this is a level designed to funnel the ball to the flippers. Bounce back inside, damn it. There we go. This is what I was looking for. This is the chaos energy I desire. Chaos control! Slam dunk. All according to plan. Just going absolutely apeshit with the flippers. Throwing the ball all over the damn place. Beautiful. And so many pegs get cleared away, and it's just like, this is it. I was made for this. This is my hole. It was made for me. Still my favorite manga. Dang. How am I supposed to get the ball out? Yeah, out there. And you know what? We have fewer pegs left than I have shots, so I think we're good here. Chaos? 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 Oh. Victory! And I believe that will be all for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. And may the chaos energy help your balls bounce appropriately for peggling. And may you always have the right letters to play on a triple word score. And, I don't know, win coin flips or something. Bye!